Hey guys, welcome back to another New Makeup Sunday. So I missed you guys so much last week. I'm so sorry I didn't get the video up, but we actually had a hurricane come through Connecticut if you didn't see my community tab post. And basically we had no power from Tuesday to Friday, plus there was like a huge tree down in front of our neighborhood and all the delivery trucks couldn't even get in and bring me mail. So I had really nothing to show you guys even if I was able to film. So that's where I was last week, but this week I have an extra long, like kind of double episode because all of those packages they couldn't deliver last week showed up on Monday, and then on top of that I had some new things come in this week as well. So I'm not going to talk too long in the beginning, but I just want to quickly let you know to stay tuned to the end of the video because I got a chance to try these things out this week and I'll be able to share my thoughts with you guys. And I also filmed me actually trying the products on this time too, so you'll be able to see a little bit of that as well. So anyway guys, let's go ahead and jump in and get started, and I'll meet you back here at the end. Good morning, it's Monday. I just got back from CVS. I saw a couple of new products there that I thought I would check out. So the first two are from Joa. I got their new Lash Uprising, Volumizing, and Lengthening Mascara. So it's supposed to do both. That's usually the type that I look for. I really like that sort of false lash look. And I've had really good luck with their other mascaras. I think they were called Ice Cream. They had a couple different like colored tubes and I tried them all and I thought they were really good. But those were tubing formulas and this one doesn't say that it's a tubing formula, so it might be something a little bit different for them, but it looked interesting. So we're definitely going to check this one out. I also picked up their Precision Brow Pencil. I don't think this is new per se, but I just ran out of my CoverGirl one and I needed a new one, so I thought I would give this one a shot, and I picked it up in the shade Cool Taupe, so I'm hoping that this one is good as well. And L'Oreal had also come out with these new Brilliant Eyes liquid shadows, and these colors just looked gorgeous. This one's like a peachy shade with a duochrome shift to it, and this one is kind of more like a pink or purple sort of vibe. They just looked so pretty, and these did say that they were a CVS exclusive, so that's probably why I haven't seen these anyplace else. So why don't we go ahead and just open everything up and we'll do some swatches. Alright, so let's just take a quick look at this mascara. First of all, the packaging is so cool. I mean, I did see it in the package, but I wasn't sure if the actual tube looked like this or if it was part of the packaging, but now that I take it out, it looks so neat. I really, really love the cap. So let's just take a look at the brush and see what that looks like. Alright, so this is kind of an hourglass shaped brush, very similar to Too Faced Better Than Sex and the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. So hopefully this has the same kind of results that those do, because I really do like those versions. Hopefully it's even better, honestly. And then let's open this brow pencil really quick. I really hope that this color is more cool toned because I have so much trouble finding a cool toned brow pencil. They a lot of times come out really warm on me and I have very cool toned brows. So it looks like, just by looking at it, it looks very cool toned. Let's just do a little swatch. Yeah, I mean, it kind of is like a yellowy brown a little bit, but it's not orangey, which is a good thing. I think it's pretty cool toned, at least in this lighting. So anyway, you know, I'll have to try it on my brows and see, but I think it looks pretty good. And it was easy to draw on as well. It didn't feel like it was too stiff or like too waxy either. And on the other side, you just have the little spoolie brush. So there's that, and then I can't wait to swatch these. I can't wait to see what these colors look like. So the first one I got is called Meteor Shower. I've really been turning to these kind of liquid shadows lately because sometimes, especially like for videos, I like to do these more glittery looks. They show up really nicely on camera, but I hate using pressed glitters because they get into my eyes. So this is kind of the next best thing, and oh my gosh, this color is so gorgeous. Look at how metallic that is. And then let's just go ahead and try the other one. This one is called Atomic Crush. Oh my gosh, that one's really pretty too. It's a purpley pink, which is great because I'm not a fan of like bright pink eyeshadows, but any pink that has kind of that purple to it is so beautiful, and I think it goes pretty well with my coloring. So either one of these I think is going to be amazing. I can't wait to test these out. And I also wanted to show you guys this really quick. Lancome had sent over this package last Tuesday, right before we had the big storm, and unfortunately our power went out. I wasn't able to film this last week, so I wanted to show it to you guys anyway because it's really exciting. These are the original Juicy Tubes, and they had been discontinued after being around for many years. I want to say they launched like around the year 2000, and I had always wanted to try these, never got the chance to, and now they're back. So I just figured I would swatch a couple shades for you. They also sent over this big CD that has the original shades plus the new limited edition ones. So anyway, let's go ahead and just swatch a couple of colors. And by the way, these smell exactly like the names. For example, Gameberry has like a berry scent to it. This one is Grape Arcade. It smells like grapes. So they're all like, they all smell really good. And I'm usually pretty picky about fragrance in lip products. I hate like the ones that smell florally or like certain fruits I don't like. But most of these that I've smelled, they smell amazing. So let's go ahead and just swatch a few colors. So this one here is, which one was this? Gameberry. This looks like such a gorgeous color. It doesn't have any type of shimmer or sparkle to it, but a lot of them actually do. And this one to me actually smells like watermelon, not berries, but that's okay. This one is Caramel Gospel, and this smells amazing. I love the caramel scent to it, and the color is super pretty as well. Then we have Fig Hit, which is like a beautiful dusty mauve color or mauve. Let's look at Grape Arcade next. Ooh, this is so pretty. It's a little bit more sheer than it looks in the tube, which is actually a good thing because I don't think I would wear this color, but this looks amazing. It almost comes out kind of like an orchid shade. Really beautiful. All right, let's just try a couple more. I'm really just trying to swatch the ones that I think will show up the most. There's a lot like these clear ones here in the light pink that really don't show up very well on your lips at all. They're just more sheer. But this one's called Hello Cherry. So yeah, that's a really beautiful like light red. And then let's just do one more. This one's called Magic Spell, and this one has a lot of shimmer to it. So I just wanted to show you what this looks like. So it kind of has an iridescence. It's got some gold shimmer in there, and it kind of has a fruity smell. Like I want to say it's like strawberry. It smells really, really good. So anyway, I'm not going to swatch them all, but if you'd like to see swatches or if you'd like to see lip swatches like actually on, I can always do that over on my swatch channel. So let me know in the comments below if that's something that you would like to see. I also got my Ulta order this week. So this one actually was supposed to come in last week and then it was delayed due to the storm. The trucks couldn't get into our neighborhood. So I ended up ordering the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation, which I'm so excited to try out. And they also sent over some freebies with it, including this brush right here, which IT Cosmetics brushes are awesome. This is their Airbrush Essential Collection. It's the Complexion Perfection brush. So it looks like it has kind of like a slanted head to it. It looks really nice. And then they also sent over the Confidence in an Eye cream, which I've never tried. I've only tried the regular Confidence in a cream. And this night cream right here, this is called Confidence in Your Beauty Sleep. So I thought that was so cool that they sent over all this stuff. I wasn't expecting that at all. I also got some e.l.f. skincare as well. These are the CBD products. I had gotten the body cream with CBD and I absolutely love it. So I ended up also getting the facial oil and the CBD moisturizer. So really excited about these. And then the last thing I got was this blush from PYT Beauty. And when I was doing my talc-free video, a few of you had told me that PYT is talc free, so I was really excited to test this out. This is like the prettiest soft pink color ever, so I can't wait to try this. Actually, why don't we just swatch this one first and then we'll see what the other things look like. So let me just have to open it. So while I'm opening it, on the back it says beauty without the BS, bad stuff. It says PYT Beauty is no BS clean makeup, meaning we've left out over 1,300 harsh chemicals for your peace of mind. This buildable blush creates a beautiful flush of color sweep across the apples of cheeks, blah, blah, blah. Then here it says clean, cruelty-free, vegan, hypoallergenic, and has vitamin E. It also has 50% less packaging than previous. It also doesn't have gluten, parabens, synthetic fragrances, phthalates, and PEGs, to name a few. And the shade is called Exhale. So yeah, this looks so pretty. I can't wait to see what it's like. Oh my gosh, isn't that like the prettiest soft pink ever? That's gorgeous. Just for like a little bit of a subtle flush, I think that's going to be so beautiful. Let me just see what happens if I build it up a little bit. Yeah, you can definitely see it even better now, but I think that's going to be just so pretty. I can't wait to try this out, so I definitely will let you guys know. All right, so then we have the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare. It claims to improve bare skin in 2 weeks. It also says that it has water light, medium coverage, and a natural radiant finish. And it gives a natural no makeup effect. It has coverage that minimizes pores and imperfections, and it has all day hydration and wear. So I'll just quickly show you guys the ingredient list right there in case you want to check that out. And the shade that I got, it is so hard to tell on Ulta's website, but I got light neutral 22 because I think most of the time neutral shades work out pretty well for me. So here's a look at the bottle. I think this looks really pretty. It's a glass bottle. It's actually very heavy. It has a nice silver cap, and then it's just a pump applicator. So I'm just going to shake this up, put a little bit on my hand, and we'll see what the coverage is like. So yeah, it does have a really light texture, kind of like a serum foundation, but oh my gosh, maybe even lighter. This feels like nothing. Oh my gosh, it's actually drying really, really fast. So I have to work quickly here and just kind of blend it in. But it feels incredibly silky, which is nice. It feels really good going on. So I'm happy about that. But the fact that it's drying so quickly is making me a little concerned that it might look dry on my skin. I hope it doesn't, because I love really lightweight foundations like this, and I feel like it has pretty good coverage. I do think the color is maybe a little bit yellowy on me, but not terrible. So I think it did a good job at just evening out my skin tone. I don't think it's going to be like super heavy duty full coverage or even as much as like their CC cream, but I think it's pretty good. I would say medium is accurate. So I will definitely be testing this out over the next few days, and I will let you know my thoughts at the end of the video. And then let's just check these out really quick too. I'm curious to see if these smell like the body cream, because that one smells amazing. I don't typically like scented skincare for my face, but that smell is very light. It's almost like a nice chamomile scent. It smells a little bit herbal, so I do like it. It actually says the fragrance notes are Japanese citrus and chamomile. So here's a look at the ingredients. And it says it's formulated without drying alcohol, silicone, chemical sunscreen, dye, SLS, mineral oil, sulfates, parabens, phthalates, artificial dyes, and gluten. So, and it also has 50 milligrams of CBD in the bottle. Just put it on this hand over here since I have the foundation on the other one. So this feels really like nice and hydrating. It's, I would say, like a medium weight cream. It's not really thick and it's not super light either. I think it's a good happy medium. It does smell exactly like the body cream. Like I said, I love that smell. I know some of you guys are not going to like that if you don't like fragrance in your skincare. Like I said, I don't particularly like it in face skincare, but I noticed even with the body one, the fragrance fades pretty quickly. It's not super overpowering or strong. So anyway, this feels amazing. It made my hand look really nice and hydrated compared to the other one. And then I'll just do a quick drop of the oil. This one has 100 milligrams of CBD, and it says it's a rich facial oil to help calm the skin. And let's see, what else does it say? It has marula oil and grapeseed. Here's a look at the full ingredient list right there. Wow, this one comes in a really nice heavy glass bottle as well. And let's just put a little drop over the moisturizer and kind of seal that in. So I would say this feels like kind of a medium weight oil also. It's not a super thick, heavy, greasy oil, but it's also not like a really light oil either that dries fast. I think it's definitely got some emollients to it. It also has a fragrance. I feel like it's maybe a little bit stronger in this than it is in the face cream, because I can actually smell it from here, like just rubbing it into my hand. I don't have to like put my hand up to my nose to smell it like I did with this one. But that being said, this feels incredibly hydrating. I may even use this with my body cream as well. I love to do that, where I just put like a drop or two of oil into my hand, like when I'm using body cream, and then rub it all together, and it just helps the body cream to seal in the moisture really well. So I'm excited to try this. I really love their CBD line so far, so I think it's so affordable as well. So anyway, that's from my Ulta haul. I also got a couple things from Target last week, and I wanted to show these to you guys because it's a warning to never buy makeup from Target.com, because this is what's going to happen.
So there was no bubble wrap in the box. There was no packing material at all. These were just like flying around in the box. It was a big box as well. Let me just show you a picture of what it looked like when I opened it up. Like it was insane. It was such a mess. Everything was shattered. I had another Makeup Geek blush that was all over the place, which is I think what most of the pink powder was. Each eyeshadow palette, the shimmer shade was completely shattered in it as well. I had to clean everything off. Like I had this NYX Sweet Cheeks blush and it was just coated in eyeshadow. So I had to wash it down at the sink. Luckily, this one Makeup Geek blush actually survived, which is really a miracle. I mean, it's still really dirty on the back. You could see like where all the powder got in from the other one, but it actually is perfect. So that was the one saving grace. I showed this on my Instagram, and I can't believe how many of you guys also said the same exact thing has happened to you. So I would just avoid it if you can. Unfortunately, they don't have Makeup Geek at any of my local Targets, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to get my hands on these again because they're sold out on Makeup Geek's website. So anyway, the shades I had gotten were So Grateful, and then this one, I can't even read this. I don't know. On the back, it says the shades are Whimsical, Cupcake, Pinky Promise, and Give Me the Dirt. But I figured maybe I could swatch a couple of the matte shades for you guys just so you can see. I was really excited about this because, like I said, I've been getting into wearing more talc-free makeup, and these are talc-free. Everything Makeup Geek is. Actually, I bet I could even pick up some of this Whimsical shade, which completely shattered, enough at least to give you a swatch and see what it was supposed to look like. It looks beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm so bummed about this now. Like, how gorgeous is that color? All right, so let's see the others. All right, so then here's the matte shades. That is a beautiful color as well. And these feel so silky for mattes. Like, they're just going on so nicely. That one is like a little bit patchy, but I don't know. It's hard to tell because it has all the shimmer shade like stuck in it as well. So yeah, like it's not supposed to have that sheen to it, but it does because of this shade that kind of fell into it. So sorry, not the best swatches, but I think this palette would have been so beautiful. And then we have the So Grateful one. So let me just clean off my fingers. I don't know if I have enough of the shimmer shade in this one to even show you guys, but let's see. I have to just open it. So the shades in this one were Daydreamer, which was the shimmer shade. Then we have Blushing Beauty, Current Obsession, and Eternally Grateful. And I believe all these shades are available like on their website individually, so you can get them that way as well. Let me see if I can just grab this shimmer shade. Yeah, it looks like there's still a little bit of it left. This one looks like it was going to be absolutely gorgeous also. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I have like a little chunk of it here, but I think you guys can see how beautiful that is. Wow. Okay, so there's that one. That purple is so gorgeous. I'm so bummed about this, you guys. Like, so upset. I really, really wanted to play with these shadows. I mean, I can play with the mattes, I guess, but the shimmers are just so pretty. All right, so those are the two palettes, and let's go ahead and swatch the blush really quick. All right, so this shade is called Bliss, and it just looks like a really beautiful peachy shade. It's a matte, so there's no shimmer or sparkle in it at all. And I'm just gonna put it here on my arm. That's beautiful. Well, at least I can play with that one. That's really, really stunning. And another thing I got was this Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint from NYX. And I haven't seen these anywhere. Like I was in Walgreens the other day and CVS. I was looking at the NYX section. I didn't see this at all. So I don't know if this is like a Target exclusive, but this shade is called Nude Tude. And it kind of reminds me in a way of like a lot of the matte liquid lipsticks that I've been using as a blush like this. So if you do have matte liquid lipsticks, I think you could also just use those as a blush as well, and it would be kind of like the same thing. But I just thought this color looked so gorgeous. Like, look at how beautiful that is. It's like a kind of deep pinky nude shade. Let's just blend it out a little. It feels very, very soft and velvety. It's not sticky at all. It feels like it's going to dry down completely, which is great. And it's super, super pigmented. Like I feel like you only really would need a tiny little bit of this to get really great color. So I'm excited. I would, if I like this, I will definitely order some more colors. So anyway, guys, I think that's everything now from last week that I'm caught up on between the Juicy Tubes, the Ulta order, and this. So we'll see what comes in for the rest of this week now. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I just got a package from Persona and also one from Colourpop. So Persona sent over their new power brush. It says dual highlight and blush brush. So I figured we'd just open this up together and see what it looks like. I haven't opened anything yet. So let's see. Where do we open this package? Oh, here. I couldn't see the opening at first. All right, so this is what the brush looks like. It's actually a little smaller than I thought it was going to be, but I love the color. I love this dusty pink. I think that's beautiful. And this is the blush side over here. It's actually marked for you. And oh my gosh, this feels so soft. Wow. This is like one of the softest brushes I think I've ever felt. So even though it's small, I think it's just like so fluffy. I think it's going to distribute product so nicely on your cheeks. And in a way, I actually like how small it is because I think it'll allow you to get precise with where you put your blush. And then on the highlighter side, even though this looks kind of like a fluffy brush for highlighter, it's actually kind of thin. If you look at it this way, it's narrow. So I think it would be pretty easy to just like use the tip of it like that just to put your highlight on. And this is super soft as well. Oh my gosh. I just want to play with these all day. Like they feel amazing. So anyway, I'm definitely going to test this out and I will let you know my thoughts. And then also Colourpop sent over the Dream Lover Cutie Mark Face Stamp Kit. That's kind of interesting. I didn't even realize they were coming out with this. So it says this brand new Dream Lover face stamp kit features 3 of our super long wearing cutie mark face stamps in the cutest heart, moon, and star shapes, formulated to be party proof and applied with an easy stamp on applicator to deliver the perfect matte black stamp that lasts all night long. All right, so clearly this isn't really like my vibe. I'm not really going to parties anymore or using face stamps, but I just want to quickly show these to you guys. You know what? I'm not going to use them because I think this could be something that I could give away to one of you guys who maybe would use it more than I would. But here's the 3 little pens, and let me just open one up. So here's just a look at, if we can get it to focus. I don't want to touch it or contaminate it for you guys, but here's a look at the star stamp. So I don't know if you can see it really well or if my camera's focusing on it, but yeah, so it just seems like it's going to be really easy to just kind of like stamp right on your skin like that. So anyway, I will put these in a giveaway pile and the link will be down in the description box below in case you want to go and check that out. It's just going to be a raffle copter, so you guys don't have to do anything. You don't have to follow me on Instagram or any of that stuff. It'll just be a very straightforward giveaway. Just sign up and you're good to go. And speaking of giveaways, I also have one more thing. Alter Ego had sent over another Artemis palette for me, and I completely spaced on it when I was doing my video on this palette. So I'm going to put this in a giveaway as well. I meant to do it for that video. But anyway, this is the, if you didn't see that one, this is an exact dupe for the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. And I know there's a lot of you guys overseas who can't get your hands on Alter Ego. So this is going to be a good opportunity to enter because if one of you wins it, then I will gladly ship it over to you. So anyway, don't forget about this as well, and the link will be down in the description box. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I just got my order from Beautylish, and I decided to grab these Viseart Petite Pro palettes. We have Midsummer and Solstice. They have a bunch of other colors already, but these are the 2 new releases, and I talked about these in my palette dupes video recently, and even though these kind of look similar to other things I have, I've really been wanting to try Viseart's formula, and I wasn't necessarily wanting to pay $80 for one of their larger palettes. So these were a little bit more reasonable at $30 a piece. So I decided I might as well go for it. I think the color stories are something that I would definitely wear a lot, even though they might look a little bit boring. So Solstice looks like just a really beautiful kind of warm neutral palette. And then Midsummer looks like a little bit more rosy colors or kind of like dusty mauvey colors. So let's take a quick look at these. I just want to take a look and maybe swatch a few shades just to get an idea of the formula. So these are really tiny. They basically fit in the palm of your hand. They're like the size of a card. And then they open up this way. You have a little mirror and then you have the actual palette. So this one is really pretty. It has, like I said, just basically like neutral colors. You have mattes on the top row, 4 mattes and 4 shimmers. This one looks like a beautiful duochrome, and it's kind of a little bit unexpected because it's a pink kind of with a purple shift, and the rest of these are all just very, very neutral. So I really like the looks of this one. And then let's take a look at Midsummer really quick. I love the packaging of these. I just think it's so pretty. They're so small and travel friendly, which I like too. And then this one, you just have these really beautiful rosy tones. You do have some kind of more neutral colors in the top row here, this beautiful matte pink, and then down here you have like a kind of champagne pink color. This one has a little bit of micro glitter, but it's a matte shade as well. So this one's not set up like the other one where you have the 4 mattes and 4 shimmers. This one actually doesn't have a lot of shimmer shades. It only has 2, but this duochrome looks so gorgeous. So I definitely want to be swatching that one. So why don't we go ahead and start with that. One thing I guess I do want to mention is that a lot of these don't look like they're sitting in the pan quite right. Like they look like they would just completely lift out. I don't know if that's intentional because they do have these little divots here where it looks like you could pry these up, but it's just not sitting flat. Like I don't know if you can see, like it's kind of popping out a little bit on the side, and this one is doing the same thing. So I don't know, it's kind of a little weird for such an expensive like mini palette, but anyway, I really am curious about the formula. So I'll swatch this one and maybe this one first. We'll do the shimmers and then do the mattes. So this one, it's a little bit more sheer. I would say it's kind of more like a topper. Actually, this one too. They're kind of like powdery a little bit. They don't have that really creamy sort of buttery feel. They actually feel a little bit more dry. And let's do just like 1 or 2 matte shades here. Just try this one and maybe this one. Wow, that is so smooth. Oh my gosh. I've heard really good things about Viseart's mattes, and now I can see why. At least just swatching like these 2 shades, they feel amazing. Like those are some of the smoothest mattes I've ever felt. So really, really nice. At least I'm not too crazy about the formula of these shimmers, but we'll see if maybe like they meant to do that with this palette. Maybe the other one is a little bit different. All right, so let's try some of these shimmers. Like this one looks like it's going to be really creamy, at least looking at it in the pan. It doesn't really feel like it though. Kind of feels like the other ones. And let's see this duochrome. I really want to see this. Yeah, I feel like I didn't really pick up too much of that. So let me try a little bit more. I don't know if it's going to be different with a brush. I think part of it is just that it's hard to get my fingers into these little pans. It builds up really nicely though. Like, look at how stunning that color is. That's so beautiful. All right, so then let's just do a couple more of these mattes. I was very impressed with them in the other palette. These pick up really nicely, and they're just super smooth. Hey guys, it's Friday. I just got a package from CColor and they sent over 2 more new palettes, so they're really on a roll these days. They just launched a few a couple weeks ago and now we have 2 more, and then they also sent over some of their matte liquid lipsticks. So let's take a look at these palettes really quickly, and I know that this one is a dupe for the Riviera palette from ABH, so here's a look inside. I mean, this one I definitely knew right off the bat what it was duping, but this Jungle Fever one I'm really not sure, so I'll let you guys take a look and you can tell me what you think. At first I thought it was duping that Bretman Rock palette with Wet n Wild because that one also had kind of like a jungle theme, but I don't think so because I looked at them side by side and they didn't really look the same to me. So I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what you think this could be duping. And if you'd like to also see swatches of these, like full swatches on my swatch channel with comparisons, let me know down below. So let's just swatch a couple shades really quick though, and we can get an idea of the formula. I normally like their formula. I think it's really, really great. So let's just do some quick swatches. And by the way, these are $10 each. Plus I have a coupon code that can save you an extra 10, which is CCBU10. I'll put that up on the screen for you guys. So here's a quick look at some of the shimmer shades. I think these are beautiful and really nice and pigmented. They felt very soft and really buttery. And then let's just do a couple of mattes. We have this like hot pink right here. I want to see what this one looks like. And maybe like the purple. These are traditionally kind of trickier shades to formulate. So if these swatch well, then we'll know it's good. Yeah, so there's the hot pink. I mean, seems pretty good. And these are really, really smooth and silky as well. There is a bit of fallout, but if you tap your brush off first, you should be totally okay. All right, and then let's just swatch a couple shades in this Jungle Fever palette as well. I definitely want to see what this green one looks like, and also that orange. I think this is beautiful. All right, so let's see. There's the green. Ooh, look at this orange. All right, and then let's just try a couple of mattes. I really like this yellow right here. And what else do we want to do? Maybe this one? Yeah, these are so silky and smooth. They actually, I mean, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but they kind of remind me of the Viseart palettes that I swatched earlier in the video, but I think that the shimmer shades are actually even better. So yeah, these mattes, like, look at how smooth those went on. These do have a bit more fallout than the Viseart, but I mean, they are just like the silkiest shadows, really, really impressive. Let's just maybe do a couple more in this palette and then we'll do the lipsticks. The pigmentation on these is great as well. Like, I think really, if you like brights, I think this is going to be an awesome palette, and it's $10, which is so good. All right, and then next let's take a look at these matte liquid lipstick sets. We have one in red shades and then one in pink. And even though glosses are really trending right now, a lot of you guys have told me that you are kind of going back to matte liquid lipsticks because you have to wear masks, and those are the one thing that doesn't like get all over your mask when you're at work. So first in the red kit, we have like a true red, one that's more of like a brick red, and then one that's orangey red. So the first one up is Cherry Bomb. That's this true red right here. And then we have Divine Wine. This one's actually like almost a brown. And then this one is called Retro Red. And these, by the way, have that really nice like moussey kind of texture. So I think they might actually be really comfortable on the lips. They also have no scent to them either, so that's also a good thing. And then here's a look at all of the pink shades. So this first one is called Pretty in Pink. Next we have Candy Kiss. I think this one might be my favorite shade out of all of them. That is so pretty. And then the last one is Wild Rose, which is more of like kind of a purpley pink. So really, really pretty, and the formula feels like it's going to be good. I definitely have to test it out on my lips to be sure, but I really tend to like these moussey type liquid lipsticks over the ones that are like more liquidy. I just feel like these are a little bit less drying. So anyway, guys, I will let you know my thoughts hopefully in a future update video. I also got a package from Juno and Co, and they sent over their Moonshine Miracle Cream. It says it's made to hydrate and prime the skin to perfection, and wear it under makeup to create the perfect canvas, or wear alone to moisturize for naturally glowy and dewy skin. So here's a quick look at the ingredient list. It actually has avocado oil really high up on the ingredient list, as well as glycerin, so really moisturizing ingredients. I'm hoping this is going to be awesome for my dry skin, and I think the box and the packaging is so beautiful. So let's just open this up and take a quick look. I love the star theme. I think this is so pretty. And look at this jar. Wow. That's incredible. It actually like looks like starry sky inside. I don't know, like the light is kind of glaring on it, but this looks so pretty. I love this jar. All right, so let's take a quick look inside at the cream itself. So it looks like a pretty thick texture. Oh yeah, that's really thick. Let's see. I'm just gonna put some like on one half of my hand and then leave the other plain, and we'll see what happens. It has a really great thick texture, so I think it's going to be awesome for my skin type since I'm really, really dry. But at the same time, it's not greasy at all. Like, it's sinking in very, very quickly and just making my hand feel really smooth where I put it. So even like visibly, it looks like this section is a lot smoother than over here. Like over here, I can see pores and a little bit of like lines and texture. And over here, it looks like it just kind of like plumped all of that out. So that actually seems really, really nice. It does have a little bit of a scent to it, like maybe just a hint of a fragrance, but it's nothing that's too strong or overpowering or anything like that. I have a feeling it's probably gonna go away really quickly. So anyway, I'm definitely gonna be putting this to the test. I'll let you guys know in a future update video I'm not sure that I have time to test it out this week since it's already Friday, but they did give me a coupon code to save you 10% off of anything at Juno and Co on their website. So if you were planning on placing an order with them, that's my affiliate code. So as always, I appreciate your support whenever you guys use my codes. So anyway, I would love to hear from you if you've tried this or if you have been wanting to try it out and what your thoughts are. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I just got my order from Sigma and I basically have this video together already, but I wanted to add this in really fast just to show it to you. So this is the new Sigma Untamed palette, and I also ended up getting their blush palette as well because it looked really, really pretty. So here's a look at the packaging of the Untamed palette. I think this just looked like such a beautiful like fall themed palette, and a lot of brands I feel like are still coming out with really summery stuff like Colourpop, for example, because all of their launches got pushed back. So I'm really kind of excited to see something very fall-like. I love the packaging. It has like the animal print and it's raised up and it has like kind of a fuzzy texture like the ABH palettes. Not all of it, just the stripes right here. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. And I think this is so pretty. I mean, it has a lot of variety to it. And I did see some people saying online they felt like this was a little disjointed, but I like it just for the variety that it gives you. Like you can do green looks, you can do purple, you can do something blue. There's a couple neutrals you can mix in together with everything. You have kind of these dusty pink shades over here. You have the warm tones. So I really think this palette is beautiful. So we're definitely going to swatch a couple of shades. And then just quickly, I want to show you the blush palette as well, because this is gorgeous. And on the website it looks a little bit brighter, and in person I think I like this even better. So let me just show you quickly. Like, isn't that gorgeous? I love how these have kind of more of like a nude vibe over here, then you have like the cooler tone pinks, and then you have like, look at this one, Tiger Lily. That's such a beautiful shade. And this light blush actually looks just like the one that I just got from PYT Beauty also. So I just think, again, a lot of variety in here. I think you could use this for so many different looks, so it's a really nice versatile palette. All right, so first let's start with the palette, and first I want to show you guys this brush too. Sigma brushes are awesome, and I'm so happy that they included a double-ended version in this palette. You have the diffused crease brush, the E38 on one side, and then the E54 medium sweeper brush on the other, like for the lid, and their quality is amazing. So really excited about this, and I love like the black and gold combo. I think it's so pretty. So let's go ahead and just swatch a couple shades. I am planning to do a video of this on my swatch channel, so I can do like full swatches and also do some comparisons with other palettes in my collection. So if you'd like to see that, let me know down in the comments below. But first let's go ahead and just swatch some of these greens, because these greens look so pretty. Oh my gosh, this feels so rich and pigmented as well. Oh my gosh, I love how that has some gold to it. The gold is beautiful. And that green is also super pigmented. A little bit of fallout, but not too bad. I also really want to see this purple. So this purple actually feels a lot like the shades in the Enchanted palette, where they're not quite as rich and buttery. They kind of feel like a little bit more grainy, almost like a topper. And this blue one does as well, but the green one had more of that like creamy buttery type of feel. So there's a little bit of different textures going on here. So there's that one. It's beautiful though. It has so many different like shades of glitter in it as well. And then the blue is also really pretty. All right, maybe we'll just do like two more shades. I want to see this purple and also this yellow. That one is kind of like a satin finish. I really love that. And then this one's a matte. So anyway, guys, again, if you'd like to see this on my swatch channel, let me know down below. I can definitely do that this week. And then let's go ahead and just swatch these blushes also. I really want to see what these look like, and I think they are just so gorgeous. All right, so first up we have Spiced, which is the light pink shade. And then this one's called Pinkin. Next up we have Corderosa, like the palette, and Tiger Lily. So far only Tiger Lily has just like a little bit of a sheen to it. These other three are mattes. And then the last two are Mod Mauve and Spiced. And Spiced also has just like a little hint of a sheen to it. So let me just come around and I can show you guys all the swatches together. This is a beautiful blush palette, and again, I just think it's so versatile. There's so many different tones in here that really, no matter what your eye look, I think you could use any one of these blushes and find something that complements it.
All right, guys, so let's go ahead and just dive right into my thoughts on some of these products. So first, let's start out with these L'Oreal liquid eyeshadows. So when I first applied them, I thought that these colors were so beautiful. One night, I decided to apply Meteor Shower to one eye and then Atomic Crush to the other. I wanted to give these a good test run because sometimes liquid shadows can be very hit or miss for me. Sometimes they crease all over the place, and unfortunately, I felt like these wore away really, really fast. So I'll show you quickly what they look like after wearing them for only about 3 hours or so, and I noticed creasing on one of them and they just faded significantly. So I don't know, I just really wasn't too impressed with these. I also had some glitter fall out on my face, so I was kind of bummed that these weren't super long lasting, but I will try them over an eyeshadow primer. That might help things a little bit, but just on their own, they really didn't work out for me, and I have really dry eyelids, so if you have oily eyelids, I think it might be even worse. And then another thing I got a chance to try out was the JOA Lash Uprising Mascara, and I actually really like this a lot. It reminds me quite a bit of the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I don't feel like it's any better or any worse. It's kind of right on par with that one, so I don't know that you necessarily have to run right out and buy this one, especially if you already love Lash Paradise. I want to say they're probably in the same ballpark as far as prices go. They're both drugstore products, but I mean, I did really like it. I like the brush. I thought it gave me really good length and volume on my lashes, so I can't complain about this at all. It also did not smudge underneath my eyes either, which was really good. I felt like it had a lot of staying power, so I really liked it a lot. All right, next up, let's talk about this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare. So initially, when I put this on my face, I thought it looked beautiful. The finish is amazing. It really like kind of disappears into your skin and becomes one with it, so you really can't tell where the foundation starts and your skin ends. It's a really, really natural looking finish, and because it's so lightweight, it feels like you're wearing nothing. So that's what I absolutely loved about it. I also think that the finish is really nice. It says that it has a radiant finish, but that doesn't translate to glitter or shimmer. It actually has a beautiful satin finish, which looks just like your skin. It's not like a flat matte, and it's also not dewy. It's somewhere right in between. So those are the things that I really loved about this foundation. On the downside, one thing I noticed is that it didn't really cover up the redness around my nose, so I did have to go in and add a concealer because I tried to build this up in that area and I just found that it looked the same. Like for some reason, the more I built this up, the more it looked exactly like it did before, and I'm not quite sure how that works because I know I added a lot more product, but somehow it just like the redness just kept showing through. But on, I guess, a positive note, it didn't get cakey the more that I layered it either. So it's really just like weightless and water light and just kind of disappears into your skin. But I think if you're someone who needs a little bit more coverage, especially in certain areas, you're gonna have to go in and add a concealer. This isn't gonna completely do it. I'm gonna keep on testing it out and wearing it, but first impression wise, I think it's really nice. And then on my eyes today, I'm wearing the Midsummer Petite Pro palette from Viseart, and oh my gosh, this was such an easy palette to apply. So I'll quickly just show you, like as I'm talking, the demo of me applying this. I was so impressed by these mattes. I knew that they swatched really smoothly, but holy cow, I know what the hype is now with these Viseart shadows because it just blended so effortlessly, and I'm not really great at blending my eyeshadow, but I even felt like a professional when I was using this. I just felt like it went on so effortlessly. It blended beautifully. It almost like blended itself. Like I really didn't feel like I had to work to get it to look good, which is something that's really, really important, especially like for someone like me who struggles in that area. But then when it came to the shimmer shade, I did feel like it was a little bit on the sheer side. I was expecting something a little bit more like buttery and creamy, but when I was swatching it, I got the impression that it was a little more sheer, and it definitely is. So I felt like I had to keep layering this up quite a bit. And then I decided to spray a little setting spray on my finger and try it that way. And with the setting spray, the shimmer shade really came alive and it just looks so much better. So I really actually love these. I mean, it's not really a big deal for me to add like a little bit of setting spray to it to get it to show up better. And the mattes are so beautiful. I'm not sure sure if the shimmers in these little palettes are different than in the larger ones. So maybe if you guys have tried those, you could let me know. But I think for me, these are worth it just for the matte shades alone. And another thing I wanted to mention too is as I was applying this, I was thinking it kind of was reminding me of something. And I realized it was one of these Makeup Geek quads that I showed earlier in the video. The colors in this one are almost spot on for this. So I'll quickly show you some swatches of the two side by side. And this is the quad that I wasn't quite sure what the name of it was. I'll have to look it up and I'll put it on the screen. But these two together look so incredibly similar. I think the Makeup Geek one is on the top row, and you can see that that one, the shimmer shade, is like a little bit brighter. It's almost like more white, but it has that duochrome kind of finish to it. And they're like a similar tone, but the one in the Viseart palette is just a little bit darker. But oh my gosh, I couldn't believe how similar these two were in the end. It was really funny. So anyway, next up, oh, I have the Persona brush and also the PYT blush. So I used the two of these together earlier today. So this is what I'm wearing on my cheeks. And I don't know if it's showing up on camera. Usually I have to add a ton of blush just so that you guys can see it. But in real life, this shows up really nicely. It's just that on camera, I don't know if it's showing up because it's a really, really light color. So just something to keep in mind. I think anybody with deeper than like a fair or light skin tone, this is probably not going to work for you. But if you're somebody who's more fair and you just want to add like the tiniest little smidgen of color to your cheeks, this is beautiful. It does build up easily, so you can definitely deepen the color, but only to a point. Like it's never going to get super dark. I just love it. It's like the most beautiful kind of lavender pink shade. And this blush brush also from Persona is amazing. I loved it. It was so easy to just like put the color exactly where I wanted it, and it feels so soft, and I just love using it. So really loving this brush as well. All right guys, so that's everything. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and also I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below on any of the products that I showed you guys this week. I'd love to hear if you've tried any of them or what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go, and I'll see you all in my next video. Take care guys. Bye.